Well, I kind of figured I wouldn't want to end Devil May Cry 3 just yet. There's also Vergil as well. I mean, it's not entirely different, they just switched out Dante for Vergil. And for the most part, when you encounter that sort of Dante-Vergil boss battle in the sort of encounter, as well as when you're supposed to fight Vergil as Dante in well, I guess Vergil's mode, it's just Vergil with a red jacket, which is kind of funny as well, since I guess they really couldn't make new levels for this character either. They just kind of just made it playable, and basically just made you go through his as well as through Dante's levels. Like, it would have been more unique to just, you know, kind of play through a mode with through Vergil's perspective, but it kind of seems like a wasted opportunity either way. Seems like a wasted opportunity, but it's one of those, this was just a last minute thing for them. Like, they didn't really do much other than just add another cutscene to this mode. Again, it's just playing as Vergil through Dante's levels instead of just having Vergil go through his own levels. Like, it would have been more cool to just basically just play as him as he's activating the tower, or maybe just as he's about to go to the tower. I don't know. It would have been cool that way. Would have been cool that way. It's, more or less, it would have been just cool to just see like his perspective of the events as well, or at least a little more of it, not just well, the parts where you do see him interacting with Arkham, or at least wondering if Dante still had the amulet. For the most part.
Devil May Cry.
Of course. At least these are unlocked. For the most part.
So, you're looking for the Book of Ancient Legends. The tale of the demon warrior Sparda. That's not what I'm looking for. Leave me. Then what are you looking for? A demon that impregnates a woman, who then bears twin sons. That's the story, isn't it? Leave me. I won't tell you at that time. People inherently fear evil. However, occasionally a person may become seduced by evil. What are you in? Share with me the story of Sparda. The activation method is as I described before. It should be a simple matter for you. I will go to his place. I believe that I know where the item we seek is located. You should dispose of any obstacles quickly.
begins.
Change mode. You can switch between 3 melee weapons by using R2 and L2. Yeah, basically the same as Dante. Triangle-based moves differ depending on which weapon is equipped. Blah blah blah. Wide attack, radius, DT gauge fills quickly. Yamato, Force Edge. Utilize the same skills as Dante. Narrow attack radius, incredible attack power. Now it's Vergil cannot switch long-distance weapons. Well, obviously, he can't really use guns. He's got the spirit sword or whatever. And of course, charge mode, double trigger. Oh, charge. It's almost change mode, not charge. Why did I read that as an R? Charge. Lock on melee. Basically, same control scheme. When your style level increases, you can learn new actions, as well as obtain new moves at the time-space statues. Of course, funny. We start at the bottom of the tower, but we're really starting back in Dante's office. Of course, I don't have any orbs, now do I? No, I started at 0. As cool as that opening cutscene was, it kind of teased the fact that it probably should have had you start at the bottom of the tower. But of course, we're starting at Dante's office. There we go. No original levels for Vergil. Of course, the projectiles. Jeez, got hit by that. That's gonna affect my grade. Should learn to jump more. This sword are coming out pretty slow. There's that one. Missed that one. Is that all of them? Yep, yeah. Almost 2 minutes right there. That was a B. Okay. Should I even continue at this point? I mean, just to confront Red Jacket Vergil, or maybe I could stop for the moment. I mean, I don't know. Do I really want to prolong the playthrough any further? Like, I just finished playing the game, and I just unlocked this mode. I mean, if I have a goal for this, maybe it's just to get to Red Jacket Vergil. I mean, that'll be just it, though. Just to get to Red Jacket Vergil, for the most part. I'll see. I'll save first, and maybe just see if I can get to Red Jacket, for the most part. Alright then. Alright. Even the song sounds different. Time for a little crane control. That was quick. I keep forgetting this is more of a little mini horde mode than a full mission right here. For the boss battle. Need to cycle. Forgot he had the gauntlets. And that was quick. And I guess I also forgot that they took out the cutscenes. Since again, he's not Dante, he's Vergil. He's Vergil. I mean, he had one cutscene before the first mission after all. But of course, this is more of an afterthought. He's just given Dante's missions. And this is, as much as this is treated as a separate mode where you can play as Vergil, it kind of sucks again that he does not have his own levels to play through. But I shouldn't keep complaining. Yep, I shouldn't. Of course. Let's see. Can I upgrade the... Oh wait, it's guns, right? Ah, not enough for that one. Get myself another item, or... Actually, maybe I might want to just save up. Makes more sense than just spending. Of course. Careful. Green orb. Alright, effective crowd control right there. Careful. Got hit that time. Okay, that was awful. Alright. As usual, solve the puzzle. Solve the puzzle as well as hit the mechanism. And no shotgun prize for me because Vergil does not like to use guns. So he reminds me of... Oh, I forgot I had Sparta as well. But I totally forgot he had Sparta on him. Like he had like 3 different movesets with these weapons. Bad Wolf, Yamato, and Sparta. Okay, I think that's all the bottles. I think that's... Oh, didn't hit the chair. The chair needs a stool. A little Easter egg. Okay. Might as well keep this on. Percy Victorians. Just destroy Vergil here. Of course. There we go. Got hit by the hand. Hit again. Alright, now I'm done here. Now I truly begin my ascension. Or at least that's the end goal for me right there. I'm not going to play through the entire game again. I think I'll just try to get to mission 7 as soon as I can. At least so I can have a battle with my doppelganger. Okay, let's see. Okay, red warp right there. Combat adjudicator. Okay. He doesn't have that much in his arsenal, or at least he doesn't have that much moves at the moment. What is the beginning of the game for the most part? Of course. Let's see. Still pretty good on that. Okay. More swords appear in the circle of magically summoned swords. Spiral swords. Ah, that's what I needed. That's what I remembered. I remembered holding the projectile button gives you like a force field of swords when you purchase that. And of course, Cerberus. Jeez, I keep forgetting that neutral circle is not gonna get me. Not gonna get me. Not gonna move me anywhere. That was incoherent. Neutral circle is not traversal. It's 2 reasons. Better start using it earlier. Sidra was your friend. No, great. At least I didn't touch the ground. Okay. It's red all over. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. That hurt him. He's got those air combos right there. Headbutt. Here we go. Great. Like, he's still missing those pounces. Got me right there. Okay, with a nice spot. Lost one hit. Alright. Eight minutes. ABCCA and one item used. Okay then. So save again. Let's see. I think so far got 4 more missions to go. Alright. Let's get this started. Yep, I know the song and dance. The song and dance as well, so I know the routine to this. I know the routine. I can skip this right. Yeah, skip. If I remember correctly, I gotta go to the right. At least go to the nearest store first. And in all honesty, I'll probably just fast forward through every thing. And not because I like to play with fast forward, but because if I get stuck in a certain portion for too long, then I'm gonna have to basically fast forward.
Some of them. I think there's something here. Course, I gotta go to the usual. Course trap. Followed by enemies to defeat in order to get rid of the red barrier. Okay, cool. It's a way to Tatsumaki. Let's clear this room, which let's clear the elevator. But haven't just cleared the status up, we're gonna stay up. Okay. That's everything else, oh, not yet. Okay, that's everything. That's every orb I can find. Go. to deal with the sand spitters. Let's do a little bit. And what do I want? Of course. Alright. Step dance. That's 2 out of 4 right there. Of course, let's have another door. No, it's not. I just forgot. Keep forgetting. Things aren't different here. Different here. It's not like a little pointer. I forget that the tower changes after descending to the bottom and performing that ritual. Okay, yeah, I know the ritual. Or sort of. Oops, yeah, wall. Drop the wall. Okay, let's see. Over here, right? Yeah, over here, actually. Right, there we go. The collapse upstairs, which will lead me to run out down here. Of course. Let's not seconds on. However, I can see the portal. Through the door, deal with the gigantic centipede monster. And I know. Or something using an item. Maybe we could just go devil mode. Use your cover resist to that. Okay, so that's time for this point. Go for the head. It's best to go for the head because it just has some muscle around it. Oh, jeez. No. Good, I'm missing. At the far side waiting. There's some spinach on the on top of them.
There we go. Of course, to take its mouse, just claim my orbs. Alright. Not a difficult boss battle if you know what to do at least, or at least know what to strike, which is the head. Okay, of course. What I came here for. Oops. The astronomical board. Astronomical board. Okay. Of course. 8 minutes 25 seconds. Orbs. 5056. Damage points 2042. Damage 3900 S. Items used 0 S. And of course. Let's see.
On this point. General over. That wasn't all of it. Still more. Okay, that's a point. I got another list. Jeez. Suppose like the answer was a point. Some days. Yep, and of course, Jester. Gesture or Jester? I found this. It's not. Let's go get out of here. Nope. This isn't optional. This isn't that. Obligatory. Obligatory is necessary. Necessary. As fast as it goes, still got something. Okay, shock damage. So the first stop. Almost there. Almost there. Door. Follow up. New PT. Click up instantaneously to teleport to a spot directly above where you're standing or jumping. Hold down R1, forward on the snake, press circle. Yeah. First one outside the way. Now I can continue. Alright. Now go. Wait. Can I? No, I don't think so. It's the guide. We're gonna have the astronomical board, not the thing that you use to lock on just air. If I remember correctly, this sticks with the walls and gives me the ability to just use like in the center's springboard, which is the spring jump. Okay. Yeah, back to it. Back to it. If I want to turn, I go for the important item. Oops. Of course, I can not read that. Okay, I'll put you down. And now, to unlock that cage, which will give me the important item, right? Wow. So I'm going to turn all those ones, and I forgot. Alright. Let's get that trident into the mechanism right there. Unlock the cage. Alright. Okay, of course, yep. And I don't know. Would you actually do that, or would you just push the thing into place? Push it into place, so just push it. So you just kick it. And he also has a temper as well, which when he was trying to perform the ritual, realizing it wasn't working. So I'm still, yep. And now with the sun, I can now walk on air again. Of course, yeah. Now just get started with. Now just like it. Which is. Right. Unloaded. And there you are. Just hide. Okay. Now I'm done. Now I'm done. Okay. Straight to it. Straight to it. Oh, of course. I can't go there. Of course. Of course. Right. So what I gotta do is maybe use the springboard jump, whatever. Springboard jump. Just kind of use that springboard thing. Okay. Let's see. Now I have to go here. Okay, yeah. Easier. Not quite. So that's where I was supposed to go. And step back. Okay. Other way. And maybe go for higher afterwards. Okay, yeah, here. Here. Gotta walk on in. I guess. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It's one full orb. A big health bar. Alright, skip that. Go through that. I think the orb here. I guess secret mission as well. Looks like giving another orb. But again, I'm not doing an entire playthrough of this. Of course. Get over there. Of course, we have to deal with some demons, right? Right, that's all I'm saying. Gotta deal with these demons. Oops, what was that? Yeah, go down the strappers. Okay. Alright. No enough for anything else. And again, still got items. Is there a clean orb somewhere? No. I thought it was. Just orbs. Okay, just down with this. I know how this will work, so it's not telling me how this goes. Just a couple of those. Get some spam spear sword. And crush it. And go switch this way. Now just heal forever. Yes. Stagger. Oh, I missed. Spamming swords. Oh, you missed. Jeez, the sword had kind of OP. Okay, I'll level 2. Nope, you missed. No, they're not dodging the swords. Okay, get healed right there now. Let's go finish the flame right here. No, I missed. Okay, he's about to die. Stab again.
Yeah, careful, he's gonna die. As soon as he dies, I think this guy's health, it's one of his health refills as soon as he picks up that other sword. Okay, there we go. Yep. Nothing but spam right there. Nothing but spam. Yep. Didn't take me that long. I mean, just finished a playthrough. Yep. Okay. Of course. If I remember, now I gotta do the 3 trials as well. Okay. Let's see. First is memory, right? Then next would have to be like traversal, then combat.
If I remember correctly, since he can't get the guns, maybe he could get a blue orb, or a piece of a blue orb if he does all 3. Jeez, I guess I didn't remember how I did this. Yep, I put the wrong one. Of course. Go back to where you came. Yep. Okay, let's see. Was it forward? Yep, it's the last swords in Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. Of course, don't go left. Okay, and of course, don't go left. See, don't go forward or left. So this is right. Followed by what? Another left or right? I gotta see first, right? Okay, it's 2 lefts. Followed by maybe what could be a right? I want to say right. I think I was wrong. 2 lefts so far. Two right sides. Okay, and the way facing. Right. Followed by another right. Oh, and left. I got that wrong. That's 2 rights. Okay. Jeez. Let's mix that up. Okay, back. It's still a right, but... Okay, let's see. This is a right. The right, no, left, right. Right, left. Where's the right? Okay, right, forward. I don't know what these 2 options right here. Right, left. Are you forward? Okay, right, left, forward. Okay, I'm done. No, this 2, I'm done. The memory game's done. The other ones are the traversal one and the combat one. Jeez. Of course, I'm trying to steal. Oh, come on, so disgusting. Okay, let's see. Okay, wall jump that one. Jeez, gotta wall jump that one. Ah, jeez, and of course. Not avoid the swipes. Okay. Oh wow, the spinning rights. Okay. That's what you see. Okay. Alright. I need to compensate for the fact he doesn't have a double jump as well. I'm kind of sacrificing double jump to the place, can't I guess I was only with sets. Makes sense. Alright. Okay, down, one to go. So see what this gets me. It's definitely a blue orb. This is the most part again. He doesn't use guns, he's got the spirit swords, which he never even used against Dante. Which is so weird. Why even have a projectile he can never use in the game? Or that's what's the original game. Probably would have been cool to have seen that in action. Probably. Okay, let's get this out of there, dude. Okay, jeez, why not that? Let's see, let's see. Oh, jeez. It's like a challenge. I don't want to go with that blue one. Come on. Almost done. Last one. We're done here.
Okay. That's one. You only need two for the most part. But again, that third gives you the gun. And the Dante playthrough. And of course, that's definitely blue orb. Oh. Seriously? I did all that for nothing. Wow. Just to clear debris. Like a blue orb, a piece of a blue orb would have been better. Oop. Okay, well, just got a blue orb fragment here. But of course, could have given me a blue orb fragment for, getting all three of those, of course, yeah, I can't double jump up here. But I can, wall jump. And of course, yeah. And the blue right there. Yeah, guess that wasn't fast enough. That took a lot of damage. Huh? No, not that much. DS, CS. Okay, that was a B right there. Finally made it to my goal, and I will see to it that I at least confront Red Jacket Vergil. The Vergil who's not Dante, but just a red jacket wearing Vergil. Okay. Alright, but here we go. Time for a battle with the red jacket phony, right? Yep, there he is. Or at least his jacket isn't red yet, right? And let me see. Much like Dante's, what was it, drive attack? Of course. Let me practice that one more time. Of course, I can send one of those. Red Jacket Vergil can send as many as he wants. Oh well. Time to confront the imposter. And I got a taunt right there. Jeez. And if you had to kind of complete the illusion right there, he isn't Dante, maybe just have him have his hair down. I mean, one portion of this battle, his hair does go down. Oop, you missed that. Oh, got hit by that. Still got hit by that. Probably just spam this. Still got hit by that. Still got hit by that. I think this hair's now down. So now he looks like Dante. Alright. Another health item. Almost there. Okay, there we go. 16 minutes and 35 seconds. Orbs, 8,724. Stylish points, 3248. Damage, 26,018. Items used, 600. I guess that was 2 items. Well, I want to say I enjoyed playing as Vergil. For the most part. Like, if I can remember, like, I want to say that they didn't really show gameplay that much. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe certain portions that showed gameplay in the trailer. But it almost seemed like Vergil was going to get his own, like, story mode, just by the fact they also showed at least the cutscenes from the opening intro as well. And also the fact that, I guess the cutscene also took place in a library, which I never really saw. There was, like, another library in the bottom of the tower, but it didn't look like the same library as that one. Oh, well, I mean, such a missed opportunity, but could they have taken longer to make a separate mode for Vergil? I don't know, but I mean, like, it came out the same year as the PlayStation 3, I think. Like, I think this came out a year after the original Devil May Cry? Maybe. Or I think it came out in January, I think. But yeah, it came out in 06. And as much as I would wish that they could have at least made a separate campaign mode for Vergil, that would have taken a little more longer, I bet. And they were probably moving on to other things at this point. I mean, Capcom at least. And it wouldn't make any sense just to, re-release a game as, a current gen system is about to, basically just will be outdated. Because again, this was coming out the same year as PlayStation 3. Not the same month, because I think the PS3 came out in November for the most part. Like, as much as I would have wished that they would have made a separate campaign for Vergil, like, you'd have to wonder what the story would be about. Well, I think you'd almost get a basic idea of it. That he's just basically unlocking the tower. Maybe he's basically fighting the demons that, Dante fights, but they're not under his control yet. And he's also basically fighting the guardians of the tower. Like, I know Cerberus was one of them. And I guess Nevin as well. And who else? I know Beowulf was one, but it kind of seemed like Vergil didn't even fight him for the most part, or even encountered him yet. At least until after Dante's fight. And what else? Like, I guess I kind of already explained it either way. Like, for the most part, it wasn't really what it's most. I can kind of see the appeal of playing as a different character, but not giving him his own campaign mode is probably just the deal breaker. But still, being able to play as Vergil is still not that bad for the most part. Like, that was kind of the appeal right there, to buying the special edition, just playing as Vergil, and also the inclusion of Bloody Palace as well, which I think made his first appearance in the second Devil May Cry. And what else? I mean, that's about it for the most part. Like, I mean, I basically just complained about it, but it's nothing more than a what if for me, or what could have been. Like, as much as I would have liked it, that would have taken too long, and it would have already been released as soon as this, during a console's final moments or whatever, or like its last years getting new games. Like, it wouldn't make sense. And at this point, I think Capcom was already moving on to Devil May Cry 4 as well. Like, again, it's still fun. It's still kind of fun playing as Vergil. Like, you get like a different character, different movesets and all that other stuff. You kind of at least get to make it feel like a different playthrough. Even though, again, it kind of seemed like like, again, they were kind of teasing the fact that they could have at least made a different campaign with that opening cutscene. What else is there to say? I mean, this was just a brief playthrough for me, for the most part. Just brief. Like, I didn't really want to play through the entire thing again. And that's not to say that I didn't want to play through it again. Like, multiple playthroughs aren't terrible. It's just that if I'm recording stuff, or at least it's most if I'm recording a playthrough, and let's face it, this isn't just a second playthrough. It's more or less a second playthrough as a different character without his own levels. Like, it's kind of not that much of a new game. Well, not entirely. I mean, you're playing as a character with different moves, for the most part. Like, he's not the same character that you were playing as before. Like, he's got his own moveset, he's got his own... Well, basically, that's just it. Just his own moveset. Like, he's got nothing else besides that. And I don't really want to keep dwelling on the whole what ifs at this point. Like, it's more about the fun for me. And what else? And I guess as soon as you learn about his motivations later on in the game as Dante, like, he just wants more power. That's it. Just more power. But for what? He never explains that. At least from what I remembered. It's just more power. Maybe to be stronger. Maybe to more or less not be the powerless person anymore. Like, from that tragic past they had when they lost their mother. Like, he doesn't want to be the powerless person. He wants to be able to have enough power to fight back. At least that's just my assumption. Like, he's not that typical, I mean, yeah, not so typical villain in this story. He's more of a, well, just a guy who wants to get stronger type thing. Yeah, at least from getting it from the dialogue, is that he seems like the type of character who wants more power. I guess that's just about as much as you can know about a character like this. Like, he's got no other goals besides that. Oh, well. And what else can I say? Not much else. I mean, I've already explained it. I mean, I kind of dwelled on the what ifs. Yeah. That was the Vergil playthrough, and I am looking forward to some more Devil May Cry. So, until next time.